everyone. As Google's CEO and co-founder, I would like to welcome you to our page and thank you for using your valuable time to watch this video. Here at Google, we care deeply about the security of our users' data. We disclose users' data to governments in accordance with the law, and we review all such requests carefully. From time to time, people allege that we have created a government backdoor into our systems, but Google does not have a backdoor for the government to access user data. There has been a lot of media attention focused our way this past week, and we have discovered not all headlines out there are accurate. Some have been extremely exaggerated. We would like to clarify that all up for you and assure you that your privacy is one of our main goals. We take this matter very seriously and do not want any misconceptions floating around the internet. During the past week, The Guardian has obtained a document called the PRISM. It is claimed through the PRISM program that the National Security Agency has been able to obtain direct access to our servers, as well as other major companies and service providers. It has been said the PRISM program allows the NSA to collect material including search history, email contents, file transfers, and live chats without having to submit proper requests to us. With this program, the NSA is able to reach directly into servers and obtain stored communications or real-time communications. Again, they are claiming to have this privilege without actually having to go through the proper channels. This is false. Like our Google executives have said earlier this week, we were very surprised to learn of this and have been quoted as saying, "Any suggestion that Google is disclosing information about our users' internet activity on such a large scale is completely false." I will definitely discuss this more in depth, but first, I'd like to identify our principles and values for you. We take user privacy extremely seriously and never keep our policies a secret. Our privacy policy explains what information we collect and why we collect it. It also explains how we use that information and the choices we offer, including how to access and update information. If at any time it were to change, we would clearly relay that information to our users. We try to keep it simple so everyone can understand. Our privacy stance goes more in depth on our Google page, but let me now share some key points. First, we collect information to provide better services to all of our users. Our goal is to be clear about what information we collect so you can make informed choices about how it is used. For example, you can review and control certain types of information tied to your Google account by using Google Dashboard. You can control who you share information with. You can also opt out of certain Google advertising services, and you can block all cookies, including cookies associated with our service. Now here's where most users are concerned. Where does that information go if it is shared? As CEO of Google, I can assure you we do not share personal information with organizations or individuals outside of Google unless it is with your consent, it is with your domain administrator, external processing, or for legal reasons. Companies, including us at Google, are required to comply with the U.S. law and are legally required to share data under the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. As a software and service provider for users, advertisers, and publishers on the internet, we also strongly value security. We strive to be proactive in protecting everyone's security, but we also know the internet can be unpredictable, so we have teams set up to assist matters ranging from spam reports to suspected fraud. We take all security issues seriously, and we will respond quickly to rectify legitimate issues. Another one of our core values is in regards to software principles. As stated on our company page, we are alarmed by what we believe is a growing disregard for your rights as computer users. We want you to feel safe on the internet, and that is why we behave in such a professional manner here at Google. In light of the PRISM program, we want to reiterate Google's commitment to high standards and strong values. Ethical issues and questions have been raised. Is Google's association with the National Security Agency PRISM program ethical? And does Google feel their ethics and morals are being compromised in any way at all? As CEO, I am very proud of our company and the fact that we have never compromised our ethics. As I wrote in my blog post, we at Google provide user data to the government in accordance with the law. We are happy to oblige in the confines of the law. We do have a legal team that reviews every single request. With that said, we do not take every request as it is sent into us. In fact, when we feel a request is too broad or doesn't follow the correct process, we will push back. These current press reports that claim Google provides an open-ended, free-for-all access to our users' information is in no way true. In fact, we have not even heard of PRISM until June 6, 2013, less than a week ago. And any suggestion that Google is disclosing information about our users' internet activity in massive quantity is completely false. Google works hard to remain open about the data requests we receive. In fact, Google is proud of the fact that we post and have posted data requests on our transparency report since 2009, and we were the first company to do so. These transparency reports are posted on the Google website. Within the confines of the law, we want to remain open and honest with anyone looking for this information. We understand the U.S. government may at times need to protect their citizens by the use of surveillance, but the secrecy and breach of privacy the PRISM program suggests undermines the freedom to privacy and the security we so strongly value here. As we look at the situation, we consider external factors. For us, we make sure to consider what is written in the law. We in no shape or form want to do anything that is underhanded. This brings us to the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. It was first signed into law in 1978 and has been amended several times since September 11, 2001 to reflect current situations. Most recently, President Obama signed an extension since it was set to expire. We would like to focus on Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. This section allows the Attorney General and the Director of National Intelligence to target a reasonable person of interest outside of the United States to acquire foreign intelligence information. However, there are limits to this section. No one inside the U.S. or U.S. citizen living outside the states may be intentionally targeted. The government cannot target anyone unless there is an appropriate, well-documented reason for the acquisition, such as the prevention of terrorism. The Attorney General or the Director of National Intelligence must submit to the court a mass acquisition order for the surveillance of a target. The Director, James Clapper, has been quoted as saying, "Information collected under this program is among the most important and valuable foreign surveillance information they collect, and it is used to protect our nation from a variety of threats." Our duty to national safety is very important to us. I would like to take this time to read an excerpt from our Director of National Intelligence, James Clapper's press conference. He said, "In particular, the surveillance activities published in The Guardian and The Washington Post are lawful and conducted under authorities widely known and discussed and fully debated and authorized by Congress. Their purpose is to obtain foreign intelligence information, including information necessary to thwart terrorist and cyber attacks against the United States and its allies. Our ability to discuss these activities is limited by our need to protect intelligence sources and methods. Disclosing information about particular methods the government uses to collect communications can obviously give our enemies a playbook of how to avoid detection. Nonetheless, Section 702 has proven vital in keeping the nation and our allies safe. It continues to be one of our most important tools for the protection of our nation's security." Let's play devil's advocate for a moment to discuss an ethical theory from the opposing viewpoint. The Fourth Amendment states people have the right to be secure in their persons, houses, and papers. They have the right against unreasonable searches and seizures. We can see how people may question the ethics of the PRISM program. Although the Fourth Amendment does protect individuals from unreasonable searches and seizures, there is the issue of probable cause. If there is enough reason to believe an individual will cause a great deal of harm, Google believes we have an ethical and moral obligation to help the government in stopping those said individuals. Again, we at Google want to clarify and reiterate, we do not allow the government to have direct access to our servers full of user information, nor do they have any type of backdoor access to our servers. With the proper procedures and following the law, we do provide the government with specific requested NSA information. At Google, we have the capability to build separate secure portals. These portals can be considered a virtual safety deposit box. In these secure online rooms, the government can request classified information. We can deposit that retrieved data back in, and the government could gather that retrieved information safely. So if the NSA wants information on a particular person, they can request it to us. We will process that request, and if appropriate, We will gather information on said person and deposit the information on the portal that is set up exclusively for the NSA. Before we hand over classified information, we will perform our due diligence. We have a legal team and lawyers that look over the government documents before anything is handed over. Nothing is sent over automatically or in bulk. If you still have any questions or concerns regarding Google and the PRISM program, please contact us. The directions on how to do so are written below this video. Thank you.